Hey yo, it's time to roar, get loud, let's ignite. Jeremy B in the house, we keeping it tight. Every weekday at 11, we ready to ride. Lions Talk Live, come and join the pride. Waking up early, it's that morning grind. Tune in to the show, leave the troubles behind. Jeremy B's the king, with the voice like thunder. Every word he spits, it's a lyrical wonder. Got the lions around, sharp and fierce. When we hear one pride, you can't help but feel your heart pierce. Talking all the topics, keep it real, keep it raw. With a lion's mentality, we're ready for the roar. One pride, it feels right. Jeremy B bringing the heat, morning light. Every weekday at 11, we taking flight. Lions Talk Alive, yeah, we ready to bite. One pride, hear us loud. Jeremy's in the zone, making us proud.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
Yeah, that's right. It is the NFL Roundtable Talks here on Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions and also the Huddle Sports Network. Huddle Sports went down on me. The Packer backer one went down on me. Well, man, they're going down faster than girls on a Navy payday.
Wow.
Yeah, I went there.
They're going down faster than Hendon Hooker on the roster.
He got picked up.
He got picked up. He's a Panther now.
Oh, God.
He's a Panther.
Hallelujah.
Oh, yeah, good for him.
Matt Henry's in the chat. Austin Hecker's in the chat. It's a good thing. Boom, boom, boom.
Good thing I came in when I did.
Yeah. You like this? I'm trying a different setup.
Well, I thought you were going to go a half hour later, so let me go just get there and,
What's up, everyone? Congrats to Will and the Panthers picking up that hooker, even though it's a cheap one. Yes.
Nice, Big Dan.
Oh, love Big Dan. He's a good guy.
Yep.
That being said, oh, look at this. We got Michael Johnson coming to the stage. What's up, Mike?
What's up, buddy?
Someone's happy tonight.
You got more late round picks. You got more late round picks this next season than you had picks in the entire draft this year.
Well, we got 11, so and counting.
Yeah. That's just day 3.
I'm just stoked. We brought back our boy.
I know.
Your doppelganger. Kind of.
Austin, I sent you the link via Messenger. Hop in. I want to see you and Mrs. Megan.
I wonder if he'll rock the old number. That'd be cool.
Oh, he's gonna rock 19. That's his number. Nobody else got it. That's his.
I saw the video because I follow him on Instagram, and he was really happy, and his kids were happy.
He never wanted to leave. It was a salary cap deal.
Yeah, it was. We're gonna miss him here, but I liked him as a Viking even more because he was fun to watch. A lot of fun to watch. One of my favorite players to watch.
So, Michael, I have a question for you. How do you like that Carson Wentz pickup?
I don't.
I was to say, I'd have rather have kept Sam Howell because you guys worked with him that long.
Yeah. I never liked Carson Wentz.
No one does.
I'm convinced Tom Kennedy has a lifelong lock on that spot on the practice squad. He's never going to leave. I call him the camp cockroach for a reason.
Wow, that's
Ricky. Ricky Sakai. What's up, Ricky?
So tonight, just so you know, JB, because I just got done. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Cowboys Twitter, Browns Twitter, Commanders Central, Cincinnati Bengals Talk, Miami Dolphins Community, Saints Twitter, Bears Twitter, Packers Twitter, Lions Twitter, Raiders Twitter, Pittsburgh Steelers Twitter, NFL Twitter, Purple Daily Vikings Talk, and the Ravens Flock. Welcome you all to the show.
Dang.
Amen. I love it.
And also, my Facebook page. Welcome.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that.
Your Twitter, I don't think you have the blue check mark, so it won't allow you to go live in it yet.
Yep.
Yep, and I'll be sharing it to my YouTube starting next week. So my YouTube friends, enjoy some sports content, please.
And the Packer backer one failed. It's just like their season versus the Bears last year. They were the only team in the division to lose to them.
Ha ha.
Ah,
Look, Ken smiled at that one. That made you happy. I gave your Bears some love.
Don't
So-
do that. They don't deserve that.
So,
No,
Hey.
they don't.
They
I know we're at that point. 53-man rosters are done. Initial practice squads are done. I thought there were some pretty big surprises in the North. The question is, are we done?
I don't think so. Because the Lions still have a roster spot open, for one thing. And I think I know who it is. We've seen the tweets. We've seen all the things going that way. He hasn't signed with anybody else, even though 4 teams are talking to him. I think by the end of the week, Zadarius Smith is back as a Lion.
That makes sense.
That way he's here for practice next week to prepare for the Packers and make Jordan Love eat his lunch again.
Which is
Look, that made you smile too. That should make Mike smile.
So JB, for the Lions, who was a cut that you were surprised by?
I think we're going through it.
All right. I'm gonna bring up the cut list right now for the Lions,
Beautiful.
and I'll give you there's 6 surprises that I had on there out of the regular releases and waves.
Yeah.
Of course,
God.
Dan Skipper,
That's
but
small.
this is the whole list. Yeah, I can read it though.
Thank
The Ahmad Hassanin with the injury settlement, that makes sense because that basically restricts them to the Lions roster as them the first ones that can re-sign them after 4 weeks. So 3 more weeks from now. But out of these, the first group, there was no surprises there. Out of the who was released, other than Dan Skipper, but it made sense because this was his balloon payment in the last year of that 3-year contract he signed 2.5 years ago. So it saves them almost $2 million just by doing it like they did, signing him back to the practice squad. But Keith Cooper was one that I heard good things about all off season. Eric Hallett, Ian Kennedy, Nate Lynn, Jackson Meeks, and Nick Whiteside and Isaac Ukwu. What's up, Jackwagon?
What up, you Jack Wagon?
You Jack.
You want some tissues for that?
Robbie DeFeo, how you doing, brother? I'm waiting for B to hop in here like he normally does. But those were my biggest surprises. But when I looked at it from the money side and what it does with the Hassanin one, because as a 7th round pick, by giving him that 50% that you get with the medic injury settlement, because you get 50% of whatever your contract is, and then re-signing him to the league minimum to the practice squad here in a few weeks, he actually makes more money than he would have on his rookie contract year 1.
Interesting.
Because the league minimum is what, 750,000, right?
No, it's like 890 now.
890. Okay, so 890. So at 890, you cut that at half because in the 7th rounders, that's what all of them pretty much make. It's like 890,000 a year, right? So he gets that, and then he signs back to the practice squad for the 890,000. He just got a $445,000 raise.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's kind of smart, really, for him, money-wise, right?
Yeah.
So the cheapest contract I see on the Bears roster this year, on the top 51's 897, but okay, 840. Like Theo Bennett, he's on the 53. So, right. But yeah, it's around 840, 850. It's over 800 grand. Yeah.
Right. So he got himself a 400 plus K raise by doing it this way. Is what they did. They probably told him that and said, hey, now on the practice squad, the one that I'm surprised didn't come back was Nate Lynn or Nick Whiteside because of how good they play. I don't think they planned on anybody picking them up, and somebody must have because they're gone. You know what I mean? They're not there.
Mm-hmm.
But bringing back Miles Adams, Ronnie Bell, Eric Hallett. The only one we did, and we also didn't get Ian Kennelly back, so he must have got claimed by somebody. But Mason Miller, he was good. This Michael Neese, I could have cared less if he came back or not. Isaac Uku coming back, that was good because with losing Nate Lynn, it's at least more depth on the practice squad for us at defensive end. And
Hey, JB, none of that matters. You know why? Skipper!
yeah, Skipper's on there.
Well,
He's a
yeah,
lion
they
again.
brought him back though.
Yeah, we brought him back to the practice squad.
That's the only name that mattered on that list, man. Skipper! Come on.
Hey,
fan
And
favorite.
Tom
JB.
Kennedy, the camp cockroach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was gonna say I have to have a short night tonight because it's Wednesday, and it's the things with my wife that you and I have talked about. I've
Yep.
got to take care of tonight.
So go ahead and give us your take on the Vikings and what they did today altogether.
Boy, I'm stoked that they brought back Adam Thielen. You know, he was the best receiver in Carolina, even with crappy quarterbacks and Andy Dalton. You and I talked about this last week. I was hoping to God, and we didn't lose nothing. You know, we actually gained from it, and so I'm good with that. The one thing that I'm a little concerned about is Gabriel Murphy. You know, at the linebacker position, I really thought that they were going to make him on the 53-man roster, but they put him on the practice squad. And then Tim Jones, wide receiver, but nothing else really surprised me at all.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought you guys bringing Thielen back was a little bit interesting, especially but with Addison being out for 3, I mean, it makes some sense. But how long do you think Thielen is a big piece of that offense?
A couple years. He's 34. His legs are good. His hands are good. He's still running with the best of them. I give him a couple years. I think Thielen really wanted to come back because he's a homegrown Minnesota boy, and he wants to retire a Viking. You know, he's a good slot receiver. He's a good wide receiver 3, and he's gonna fill that void. And he's still got gas in the tank. I really believe that. And he's been working out with JJ McCarthy for the past 2 years. They got a connection. They know each other. And I really think it's going to be a good deal.
I agree.
So
I sent Megan the link, so hopefully she hopped in. Is it true that Jeff Okuda is currently the Viking CB1? Well, as bad as Byron Murphy played last year, he might as well be.
No, he's not. The CB1 is that one we got from Philadelphia.
Isaiah Rodgers. So actually, Michael, I'm looking at the Vikings depth chart. So Thielen's your receiver 2. Rondale Moore is out for the year.
Who?
Rondale Moore.
I don't even know who the hell that is.
He's a bum from Arizona.
Yeah. Oh, Rondale Moore. Yeah, he blew out his ACL again.
Yeah, and then Addison, Felton, and Naylor are.
Well, Naylor's out a while.
Naylor, they're saying I just seen a thing on the Skull North report that Naylor might be back for week 1, but I'm not putting any kind of stock in that.
And,
Justin Jefferson won. I'm sorry, JB, go ahead.
Justin Jefferson came back to practice last week, but he didn't take any team events. He was just doing the individual stuff on the sidelines, is what I heard last week. And they're hoping he'll be ready by week 1. Correct? Isn't that what I read?
That's what I read too, JB. And they're not going to rush him back. So we'll see. If nothing else, Lucky Jackson coming out of the practice squad, he had a great preseason. I'm not opposed to that. But I think we're gonna, rely heavy on running the ball down the Bears' throat with, Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones. So
Good luck.
we'll see.
Yeah, I was about to say, Michael, it's like, with week 1 with the Bears, like, actually, you guys, it's funny, both JJs might be out, right? Jalen Johnson might not be back, and your JJ, so that we'll miss that matchup. And then there's going to be no Addison. Now, Brisker got a little banged up today at practice. Like, man, we could have a game week 1 where the marquee matchup, defense, offense, isn't going to happen because none of the guys are playing. And I agree that you guys are going to have to run the ball, but you guys haven't seen Grady Jarrett on the field for the Bears yet, and they got him for one big reason and one big reason only: stop the run. That was a big part of why they beefed him up, put him up with Gervin Dexter. So that's going to make Monday Night Football a lot of fun to watch.
It's going to be definitely a good game to watch, but if we don't have our talent on our side and your talent on your side, I'm thinking it's going to be a 12-9 game.
Well, no, then we still got the Bears offense against your defense, and we'll talk about it next week, of course. But I mean, it looks like everyone's going to be good on your defense and our offense. So it's going to be a weird game.
Yeah, it definitely is. But yeah. I think they kept Jetta's out this whole preseason to make sure that he was good. Thielen's plug and play. He knows this offense. The offense hasn't changed since he left in 22.
Right.
So he's good to go.
Other than picking up somebody like Amari Cooper, which you couldn't do because somebody else pulled the trigger first, you weren't going to get any better with anybody else.
That was
OBJ,
the right move.
It was the right move.
It was a good move. We restructured his contract, so there's not a big cap hit, on it. And like I said, it was a smart move by the Vikings. He's gonna be in there week 1 and doing great things. I'm stoked. I can pull my Thielen jersey out of my closet and wear it with pride.
There you go.
Amen.
So
Will, let's hear about your Panthers.
So who we waived was Jack Plummer, Bryce Perkins, Imani Bailey, K'Ron Lynch-Adams, Kobe Hudson, Jacoby George, TJ Luther, Dominic Daphne, Steve Lasoya, Luke Kandry, JJ Weaver, Jacoby Weidman, Jatarvis Broughton, Mello Dotson, Trace Swilling, Jack Henderson, Isaac Guilford. Released was Matthew Wright, but we also waived Jasim Reed, Bryce Pierce, Jared Kingston, Brandon Walton, Michael Tarkeen, Jared Harrison Hunt, Sam Roberts, Maz Mawansa, Shamir Bartholomew, Michael Reed, Traven Thomas. We waived injured Tyree Carter, and we waived, but it was an injury settlement with Rasheem Blackshear, who's a good third string back. But we brought in, we drafted Trevor Etienne, who's a good, speedy, special teams kind of player. And then we released Hunter Renfrow, which that was the shocking one to me. Shai Tuttle, Boogie Basham, Chris Barnes, John Radigan, and injured reserve designated for return is LeBron Ray. So the big shocking one that didn't come back was Hunter Renfrow. Do you want me to read who's on our practice squad, or wait till Jamie goes and then wait?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey,
Peter.
JB.
Yep. You got to get out of here.
Yeah, no, my wife just said it's time to do that infusion. So, hey, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on. Hopefully things get back to normal, next week. I am so sorry, but family first.
Okay.
I love you guys.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Hey, Michael, take care of your wife and hope she does much better, man. Been there.
I appreciate you, brother. I hope you guys have a great night. And, Skull, Hey, Ken, good luck on week 1. Let's see how it goes, brother.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, let's see. I think we need to see a profile pic thing going on here.
Yeah, you should do a bet.
A profile pic on what?
But for our practice squad, we got Hendon
No.
Hooker.
Yeah.
And we got Jasim Reed, Bryce Pierre. Pierre. Michael Tarquin, Jared Kingston, Brandon Walton, Jared Harrison Hunt, sorry, Sam Roberts, Chris Barnes, Boogie Basham, Maz Wansa, Shamar Bartholomew, Mike Reed, and Trevin Thomas. So,
out of your practice squad players, I'm surprised you guys didn't try to get Kendra and Dotson back.
honestly, I don't know much about those two. I would definitely have to. Oh, for your practice squad or our practice squad?
Luke Kendra and Mello Dotson from yours. Because they were high. They were kind of rated high for rook. They were coming out. They're kind of rated high for rookies too, and you guys kind of
Yeah.
I personally would have liked you to kept Bryce Perkins over on your practice squad instead of getting, the cheap hooker that's now in Charlotte.
I did too.
Hooker time.
Hooker Perkins looks pretty good in his little preseason action for us. But yeah, that's what I've got from the Carolina Panthers standpoint.
Okay. So I like this little setup. It's one of the ones that was in there that I could add because we only had 7 setups in there, and I saw this and I was like, "This is kind of cool," because now you know who's the host out of all of us because I'm dead center.
I'm still questioning who that is. No, I'm kidding.
No, Jesus.
Well, don't make me do this to your butt chin.
Don't stop it.
All right, Jamie, let's hear about your waves in practice squad.
Okay, so we sadly, I think we the good news is that we waived this guy, but we also put him on our practice squad. Jimmy Charlo, Captain America, they call him unknown undrafted linebacker who was all over the field against the Giants week 1. We waived him and then we brought him back to the practice squad.
Go Army.
Yep, you got it. Dane Jackson we released, but we put him back on the practice squad. Shane Buechele we released, put him on the practice squad. So our 3 quarterbacks are Allen, Trubisky, and Buechele, which I like. And then we just like Adam Thielen came back to the Vikings and knew he wanted to come back home. Jordan Poyer came back to Buffalo today and is on the practice squad because he's the same way. It's like the defense hasn't changed when we got rid of him. We just got rid of him 2 years ago because he was on a high salary and we let him go pursue a passion in Miami. And now he's back on the practice squad, going back to the team. He really wants to come back and win a ring now. Money's not really a worry for him anymore. We also have Frank Gore Jr., who we waived and also put on the practice squad. Son of legend Frank Gore Sr. Had another strong preseason again. So he'll probably, if something happens to one of our backup running backs, he'll probably be called up to. Those are some of our notable guys there.
Good. So now it is Kind of Bear Fan.
Hey, all right. So some interesting cuts for the Bears, I thought. One the 2 kind of stood out. that we didn't bring back anywhere. Austin Reed at quarterback. They were developing him. I would like to see him come back to the practice squad. And the biggest one for me was Ian Wheeler. I thought for sure he was going to make the 53. They cut him the day before yesterday, actually. And then they did not bring him back onto the practice squad. I was a little shocked by that. I got to eat some crow, too, because I was pretty adamant the Bears were keeping only 2 quarterbacks. Well, no, we kept Case Keenum, which means that we only kept 3 running backs on the active 53-man roster.
Yeah.
So that kind of I'm good with what they kept, though. But, you know, the Wheeler, I think, is what's interesting, though, knowing that the Bears got claimed off waivers as of before Hallis Hall at 7 p.m. tonight. So that was interesting, though, too. The 53-man I'm happy with, but then we claimed Cardinals DB, former Cardinals and former Bears DB, actually. Jalen Jones, brought him back to Chicago. And then we got a lot of homecomings today. And then we got former Saints linebacker DeMarco Jackson off waivers. So now, in doing so, though, we dropped Devin Duvernay, who I thought was going to be our return guy. And, oh, by the way, Scott Daly, our long snapper. Technically, right now, the Chicago Bears do not have a long snapper on the 53-man roster. And it's right now, those duties would fall to Cole Kmet.
That's weird.
But on the practice squad, we do have a long snapper, and that's Luke Elkin, who played at Iowa with our punter. One that surprised me that we also brought back was Trey Flowers, bringing him back to the practice squad. That was a little bit of a surprise to me that he came back, and we actually cut a couple polls draft picks. Actually got cut.
Wow.
Which I wasn't surprised. But at the same time, I was like, it made sense because they didn't do where is it now? I'm losing it. No Flowers, God, I've lost it. But 2 of his linemen didn't come back. And that's fine. Terrell Smith is on IR. Zoff Frazier's on the NFI list. I'm really happy with what the Bears have as a lineup, though. I'm great with the offensive line. For the first time in years, I can look at this offensive line and go, wow, we actually have some depth. Like, we got some guys who can play. I love the wide receiving room with Jahadi Walker. I love that Scott's gone. I love that, a couple of these guys are finally gone that need to just go. New sheriff in town, new look, new vibe. And then the other thing I want to say real quick, non-Bears related, but a buddy of mine I served with, his son got cut by the Miami Dolphins, but got signed to the practice squad today. So, AJ, congratulations, man. I know your papa's proud. We're all proud of you from the extended military side of the family. So go do good things down there in Miami. But for the Bears, I'm digging where we're at. It's just, right now, Cole Kmet's the long snapper. So that's why I asked the question to start in a way, because they're obviously not done with the roster moves, because Cole Kmet's not going to be the long snapper all year.
That'd be hilarious if it was.
He's your starting tight end. I mean, he could do it, and then also right now for the Bears, I guess Jonathan Owens is returning kicks, which I'm not thrilled about, considering we only have 4 safeties. I'm not thrilled about that. Maybe Josh Blackwell. But once again, as a corner where we've got some guys on injury, I'm not too thrilled about that. So maybe Jahadi Walker does it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I had some. I love what they did with the roster, but I've got questions now.
Hey, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I read some other Bears news today about a former quarterback getting arrested.
That's actually from a couple days ago for Jay Cutler, but whatever.
Yeah. The Gay Butler, whatever you want to call him, Jay Cutler, Gay Butler.
I mean,
whatever.
Jay retired 6-7 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever.
He retired. He retired the year before they drafted Trubisky.
Yeah, so I mean, 2016, I think was his last. Like whatever. He got a DUI. Okay, big deal.
No, I'm just saying that I heard that news.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, the full story on that was not that he got arrested. That happened a while ago. He got a 4-day jail sentence. That was his plea deal. But,
that was his plea deal, and he gets some community service, I think, on top of it.
Yeah. So I'm digging what the Bears have done. It just carrying 3 quarterbacks. I'm wondering in case Keenum. I think the argument is because you want the veteran presence. But at some point when they need a CB or a running back or something like that, because the practice squad is heavy on DBs, and linemen in general. Steven Carlson was nice that they brought him back on the practice squad, and Brown at running back was good. But I have a feeling that, there are still just some changes that are going to be done in Chicago. And I am surprised that none of the guys they cut, like Ian Wheeler, is not found a home, or Austin Reed, actually. But I think a couple will in the next couple of days. Because today's the guy, oh my God, did you hear the Lions cut Skipper? Oh, let's go sign him real quick before anyone else does. The guys you're sure about. Now we're going to get the guys, well, let's bring them in for a workout and see if they are what we think they are. And that's going to be the next round of guys. So I don't think they're done. But the funny thing to me, JB, is this. You don't have a long snapper, which means someone on your current 53 is going to have to move to the practice squad.
We got Hogan Hatton.
Right, but no. But what I'm saying is, for the Bears, we don't have a long snapper on the 53. So what? It's not like you can just take Nick McLeod, your corner, and move him to the practice squad. It's not that simple, because now you can go and steal him if you want. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get why they didn't. I don't get it. I don't get why they did some of the moves, or Duvernay. I get that you had to cut guys on your 53 man to get guys off the waiver wire, but why don't you put them on your practice squad then? It just doesn't make sense. It's like, these are guys you thought, hey, they're good enough to be on my 53, but then you go pick up guys off the waiver wire and you just cut them, and you're telling me that the running back you left on the waiver wire, or that the wide receiver you left on that you have in your practice squad, is better than Devin Duvernay, or that the long snapper you have in your practice squad is better than the one you just released from your 53-man roster that you just did today. It doesn't make sense to me.
So everybody said, why did we pick up hey, all right. We got the one, the only. Kitty Cat.
Something
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. So we've heard from everybody else about who they got rid of and who they kept. It's your turn, Mr. Packer.
Oh, we got rid of a couple of guys that I liked, especially Kalen Kane. I would have liked to have seen him make the active roster. And unfortunately, he is signed with Vogel's team and is on their practice squad now. So you guys got yourself a decent cornerback on the practice squad.
Hey,
so you're telling me King Hooker is on their practice squad?
Yeah, we got Hooker.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me the Hooker went to Carolina?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I hope he goes.
They cut Bryce Perkins and picked up Hendon Hooker.
I still don't get it. It's driving me crazy.
Dude, they need more hookers.
That's what it is. One more hooker in Charlotte. It isn't going to hurt.
Tepper loves his hookers, I guess.
And spilling drinks on Jacksonville fans when they get mad.
Me, I hate my owner.
Hey, but something I did predict when I saw some film before even 1 minute of camp, and I said it on this very show with Ken and Will and Jamie here. I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Isaac Tesla is our wide receiver 3 week 1.
Yep, you did say that, and I agree. I think he is.
Tesla.
He has to be now because we traded Tim Patrick away.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question
for Tim Patrick. He couldn't stay healthy with the Broncos. He finally gets a healthy season with a postseason team in Detroit, and he gets traded to Jacksonville.
That's like going from the major leagues to single A.
Oh, it's worse.
The Jags do have Leon Cohen now.
I made Ken laugh.
No, I was coughing. Oh, that
guy. Hey, I have a question for the panel once Ken's done with his thing.
Yeah, and then the other thing was that we did release the Canadian quarterback there, Algiersma. I figured we were going to release him, but we did not sign him to the practice squad, which was kind of a surprise to me because I think that this kid could have been molded into a good backup because he did show some promise out there in the preseason. And we got rid of Sean Clifford, which I think I'm still celebrating over.
Come on.
You got rid of Sean Clipboard?
We finally put down the big red dog.
All right.
The big red dog. Yep. Clifford.
So how many other ones were you surprised by that you got rid of?
Other than that, it relatively went about the way I thought it was going to go. Most of the guys that I assumed were going to make the team did. So I'm not going to bitch too much. I lost a couple of guys that I wanted. You lose people you want every year. So since it's just a couple, I got no gripes.
Right. And everybody was up in arms, including other fans of the NFC North outside of the Lions. They cut Skipper. He's back on the practice squad.
Okay, that's good at least.
But JB, you know why though? You know,
I know
why?
because of everything he did.
It's that whole
lined up
the Cowboys game. That's where you got his national notoriety.
Remind us.
And then he became like a fan favorite across the NFL because of it.
Oh, he sure did. 100%.
Yeah.
What do you look for, JB?
I had something I wanted to show, and I must have moved. Oh, there it is. It fell on the floor. There we go. From going to the watch party versus Dallas last year, what did I get? A rally towel that says I reported at Ford Field.
There you go.
I think
want
it's great.
to ask everybody on the panel. We can go like quick answers. Does Renfro sign with a contender?
More than likely, I think he will, because he's a solid 3 or 4, and there's a lot of teams that only have 1 or 2 good wide receivers.
I would think Tennessee's looking at him. I think Kansas City's looking at him. I would think
Minnesota might even be looking at him if they're going to miss Jay Jetta, Naylor, and Addison week 1.
I was going to say if Jefferson doesn't play, then maybe for Minnesota. But with them bringing in Thielen, I don't think so unless Jefferson isn't healthy.
I think Green Bay is an outlier. They might look at him because he's a sure-handed guy that they could bring in to shore up the hand. If they're still getting the dropsies, he's a guy who'd help them.
It is true.
I was going to say, did you see me dispute it?
No. He just sat there and goes, that's not a bad idea. I saw the look on your face.
That's one of those I wouldn't be against trying.
Actually, DC, I could see him with the Redskins.
I could see him with Baltimore.
The Raiders. I mean, there's a lot of places Renfro could. I mean, he's not. Why did they cut him? What was the reason?
So, I'll tell you the practice squad guys I'm happy we brought back. I'm happy we brought back Keith Cooper, Jacob Sailors, Dan Skipper, of course, Jackson Meeks, Isaac Ukwu, and Mason Miller, because he showed some things, and bringing back Ronnie Bell. And everybody's like, why did you bring back 3 wide receivers? I said, well, right now, because we traded away Patrick, there's only 5 on the roster. You have to rotate in. What is it? 6 players a week from the practice squad is what it is? Is it 6 or 7?
Well, you only you don't even dress out your full 53. You dress 49.
Is it 49 or 46? I thought it was 46.
You dressed 49 from your 53.
Right.
And
so there's a minimum of 4. There's a minimum of 4 you can rotate in all week, and I think it's up to 6.
It's really weird the way the rules work on that. Yeah, you think, oh, I got all these guys in my 53, they all suit up. No, only 49 of them suit up every week.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't help that they change it almost every year, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was one year it was 46. I remember that, because it was like 7 practice squad guys every week. But by rotating them in out of the 16 like that, you're able to
Well,
keep some of your veteran guys fresher because they don't have to be active every game. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
with the practice squad rules, though, I think you can protect 4 of the 14. The problem is when you bring them up, and now you can only bring them up and down so many times, and they start to lose eligibility for that. So, but you basically on any given Sunday, you have 18 guys that are not on the injured reserve, that are not on a pup or some uh, DFI or whatever list. But you have 18 guys. So Monday Night Football for the Bears, Vikings will be 18 guys that are under contract, be it practice or 53, that will not suit up for that game. That's
Right.
a lot of guys.
Right. So the ones that I'm really happy we brought back out of our UDFAs, it's Eric Hallett, who was one of our best rated safeties through all 4 of the preseason games. Jackson Meeks, of course, because he was doing great. I said I wanted either one, Jackson Meeks or Ronnie Bell, to make the roster and they still might, because we could always activate them and pick up another guy.
Exactly.
Because we do have that roster spot open, but I think they're saving that roster spot for one, Mr. Zadarius Smith, as soon as he realizes nobody's going to pay him more than what the Lions offered already.
It's because you guys didn't name him a captain yet.
We haven't even named captains. We haven't named captains at
Well,
all.
that's the whole point. You got to tell him he's a captain before he'll even sign.
So the guys,
No, he hasn't played that here.
It's funny because I saw the first captain got announced, and that's Cam Ward.
So the guys who were cut from the 53 today because of waiver wire, right? Mm-hmm. Those guys, they're on waiver wire till tomorrow. So that's going to be interesting. So if Duvernay clears waivers, then I think the Bears will either get rid of Miles Boykin or J.P. Richardson, probably Boykin, because Richardson looked better in the preseason. But so we're going to see a couple guys go to the practice squad that were waived today by their teams when they exercised waivers. But like I said, it's interesting to me because now you've got these guys like the Bears don't have a long snapper on their 53. Their long snappers on their practice squad. They got to move a guy from the 53 to the practice squad in order to have a long snapper. I don't understand the math and the way some of these teams manage these rosters and who suits and who doesn't in terms of protecting them. Because right now, really, if you think about it, some guy could sign Luke Elkin off our practice squad tomorrow, and the Bears have no long snapper anywhere on their roster.
Caleb Williams.
It's literally Cole Kmet.
No,
Cole Kmet was the emergency long snapper last year in a game.
Caleb Williams is too zesty to be a long snapper.
No, I'm sorry. Caleb Williams would go up behind him and
boy, that would. But as a long snapper, he would give a whole new meaning to a reach around if somebody got too close to him.
What a zesty bastard.
As you can tell, my voice is already in mid-season form, so
I can tell. It sounds like you've been yelling at 4 games already in a row.
I'm telling you, man, that I had that summer cold followed by the summer flu.
JB, you told me with that picture, he's still trying to get that flower under the helmet, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still trying. He wants that to be his helmet accessory.
Actually,
zesty.
On the reel with that though, on the helmet, Caleb did make a significant equipment change for this season. Last year he wore the Speed Flex for his rookie campaign. Now he switched to the new Shutt F7, and he's wearing the new Shutt helmet instead of the Splex. Because all the stuff from last year, he's got a Flex on. Now he's got the new Shutt. I'm wondering how much of a difference that makes for him as a quarterback, or because what difference does a Flex versus the Shutt make to the player? I guess is my question.
It matched his nails better.
Yeah, no,
it made it up for Aaron Rodgers to complain about it.
I mean, in seriousness.
Welcome, Ralph.
Let's welcome Ralph Williams, RW Media, to the stage. How you doing, brother?
No,
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. Appreciate it.
Please update us with how your waiver, your cuts, and then who you got on your practice squad.
Well, one of the guys that I thought was going to make the roster, the 53-man roster, Lou Nichols. He's a running back. He ended up being on the practice squad. And let me see here. I got it right here. All 16 names. All right. One other person that I was quite surprised was DeMarvin Llewell. He was an overrated defensive tackle in the draft. We drafted him in the Kenny Pickett draft. Hasn't done anything for the Steelers at all. I'm surprised they kept him on the practice squad. Dylan Cook, I was shocked about. He's a good offensive lineman. Played some snaps with the team. No surprise here. Tight end J.J. Galbraith. He's a great grandson of the Galbraith family who used to own the Pirates back in the day.
Wow.
So Beanie Bishop is a shocker and a half. I thought they would at least keep him. They put him on the practice squad. James Pierre's another one that keeps lingering around. He's a good special teams player. Stinks as a defensive back. Always gets burned. Just have major problems there. Mark Robinson. There's another one I thought they were going to be rid of. That guy hasn't done well as a linebacker, but has done well as special teams. They put him on the practice squad. So some surprises. Keyshawn Williams they kept, and Robert Woods, they signed him to a 1-year contract. A lot of people don't understand the practice squad these days. Ever since COVID, you're allowed to have 16 guys, and you can put anybody on it now. Before it was certain players, certain way, certain amount. Now, which one good thing that the players union did, they managed to keep this practice squad at 16 even after COVID. So, you know.
And I still think that when they go 18, the rosters need to be expanded to 60 and the practice squad to 20.
I'm not against it at all.
Yeah, I'm not against that either.
And then increase the amount of players that you have to, or keep the amount of players you have to dress less than 49. Make it so you have to rotate in more fresh guys. That way you have fresher guys every week. And change it to where instead of it's four times they can be called up before they have to stay on your active roster or hit free agency, change it to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say I'd get behind that.
Mm-hmm. But this is something the Lions have done that most people don't realize. The only ones they've ever called up are the ones that they protected. And when they called them up, that resets the protection week count to 0. So when you put them back on the practice squad, you're able to protect them again for another 4 weeks. That's basically using that as an extra 4 men on your roster. So whatever four guys,
system.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I was going to say I'm not knocking it. Don't get me wrong, because that's a way to make the best out of the situation.
Hey, please don't knock it until you've tried it.
Don't worry, the NFL and the Players Union will come up with something. Trust me, Jeremy, they'll come up with something. You know it.
Yep.
You know, so.
But we are 8 days away from what? The beginning of the 2025 season, everybody.
Woo! Woo!
Are you kidding me?
Too bad the Packers are going to eat it off week 1.
I'm just kidding. I didn't go out and get it.
Yep. So, J-Mo changed his number. Gibbs changed his number. So guess what I got to do?
You got to change your number.
I got to get New Jersey. Damn it.
Yep.
I hate that you're getting all these players changing numbers now all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
What happened, JB? I had to check something.
Well, J-Mo changed to number 1 from 9 after he was 16, or what was, I can't remember what he was. He was something else year 1.
I think it was 18.
18. Yeah, he was 18. Then we got Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick took 18, and he changed to 9. And then he went from 9 to 1.
JB.
Gibbs went from 26 to 0. Yeah, what's going on?
Sorry, man. I got to break in real quick.
Go ahead, Ken.
Some of you guys will know him from the morning show. He used to comment a lot. Nicholas. He'd always say, hey, I love you all. At the end of the show, he came in from X. I just received word that he passed away.
Oh, sorry.
That's horrible. I've been wondering where he's been.
Are you talking about the Nicholas that is the Lions fan that was talking to everybody all the time?
Yep.
Yeah.
The 4-name guy?
Yeah. So Nicholas loved football. Wasn't his biggest thing, but he liked the Lions. But he was a huge Godzilla fan. And I met him on X about a year ago because I just had my 1 year anniversary a couple days ago. He was one of the first people I met. And then he came over and started supporting the morning show, and then he come on some of the other shows too. And then we didn't see him for a bit. Now there was a message from his mom that she had found him. So I talked to him 4 days ago. He's on the Plex server. And he goes, "Hey Ken," I said, "Hey Nicholas," and then I didn't hear back from him. But his mom thinks that he probably suffered a heart attack. So huge loss within our community of people who watch our show. Right now, if you're on X, I normally wouldn't say, "Hey, get off the podcast," but if you're on X, currently there's a Friends Memorial Space for Nicholas that our friend Hope is speaking in. I think KSJ is hosting it, or Honey Badger is one of them. KSJ is. But we lost Nicholas. He was a young guy, had autism, was a really fun guy. Loved to come on the show, talk about the Lions and other things, of course. But I'm shocked, man, that because I just talked to him 4 days ago.
I think we should do a moment of silence personally, but it's JB's show, so.
Well, actually, that's fine. No, that's fine. He's one of our. He's a Lions fan. Will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you because it's your show.
It's more than just.
I'm good with this. Trust
it's
me.
It's more than that. He's just a Lions fan. He's a part of the bigger family. I mean, I'm shocked because he was a young kid, man. I mean, he was like,
he was the same age as me.
Yeah. How? So what? 30,
34 or 35.
Yeah. Young guy had a heart. Man, I'm floored right now. If you guys, I know many of you guys didn't actually ever get to really speak with him. I used to speak with him in voice chats all the time on X, and he had a funny sense of humor. Like I said, he loved Godzilla, and he was waiting for the new series of the new Godzilla movie to come out, and for the new season of Monarch whenever it drops. And he wasn't the biggest football fans, but he liked the Lions, and he knew what was up.
Mm-hmm. And Walt, since him and I shared a bond over marijuana, this hits for you, buddy.
Yeah, well, there's that. So yeah, JB, if you want to do a moment of silence, I think that would be probably appropriate.
That was Nicholas Regan, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Please, Lions fans, a moment of silence. Thank you. My deepest and heartfelt condolences to his family members, his friends, and to you, Ken, both Ken, because you guys talked to him on many occasions. So, and to all the Lions fans who knew him, my deepest heartfelt condolences. Another soul gone too soon. Not to mention after what broke just before I went live on my show earlier about the Minnesota Christian school where the shooting took place, where 2 children died and 14 were injured. I did a moment of silence on there for them. If I'm going to do it for strangers, I will do it for someone that commented on my show.
Man.
Thanks, Nathan.
Thank you, Nathan.
But, it's about time that we all start thinking about other than ourselves. This me first society is not working. This thing where your opinion is wrong if it's not like mine is not working. I say the saying I say at the end of every one of my shows for a reason, because I believe in it. Try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. It's the only way we're going to make the world a better place. Unless you're talking to your rival fan base, Ken and Ken. But that's it. That's it. And it's not hate the fans, it's hate the team.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Robbie DeFeo. Robbie DeFeo is a Pittsburgh native fan, and he's been coming in here since before even Ralph started coming in here because he's a friend of B's. B must be being a podcast whore on another show tonight.
Sounds like Caleb Williams in the locker room.
No.
Hey, hold on a second. You can't talk, Carolina, because you can't beat the Bears. So
Hey,
there you go.
Hey, you know what else? You know what else? Don't forget, you had Scam Newton, who now dresses like Medea on his podcast.
Dude,
I
can't
I
even
just
stand.
got some news. Cam Newton's playing for Mean Machine. So
Yeah, I heard. I
thought he was going to be one of the cheerleaders in the stands.
No, he's being the new captain in Mean Machine too.
There you go. Yeah.
No.
Talk about it. Cam Newton, he dresses zesty.
Hey, Ralph, you read
Yes.
it wrong. He's not playing for Mean Machine. He's playing for Meme Machine.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, there you go. That's a good one. Yeah. Hey, this kid was in divorce court, right? And the kid and the son says to the kid, or the judge says to the kid, "Son, I can't make my mind up who I want you to live with, your mommy or your dad." And the kid says, "Your Honor, I don't want to live with either one of them. They beat me." And the judge says, "Your son, you got to live with somebody." He said, "I want to live with the Carolina Panthers. They don't beat anybody."
That's true. You know what? I've told people
Ralph,
for years.
thank you.
I've told people for years. I've never really been the biggest Cam Newton fan. I never liked it.
And Ralph, I got to tell you, thank you for that, because one of my buddies is a Carolina Panthers fan.
Yeah,
I promise you, I will use it with a smile on my face.
There you go. When you have a Carnegie Mellon University graduate who went to college and has engineering degrees as the owner, and he can't figure it out, Dave Tepper. His name is on every building at Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh. If you're ever there, go drive by. You'll see his Tepper Hall, Tepper Auditorium, Tepper Janitorial Room, Tepper toilets, Tepper everything.
Yeah, he belongs in the toilet. He's terrible.
Well,
yeah, it looks like Dan Morgan told him came true. Last year, when Dan Morgan got the GM job, he said, "I'll only take this job if you'll shut the hell up and let me do it."
That's what I told my friends. I said, that's why I love Dan Morgan stepping in and say, "Let me draft my team. This is my team. Go the hell away." I love Dan Morgan. They actually interviewed him during the last preseason game. The guy's intelligent like crazy.
Yes, he is. Yes, because I watched the game here, replay down here in Maryland here where I live on the NFL Network, and it was the Carolina Panthers announce team. So it was nice to see Dan Morgan there and actually hear what he had to say. You know what I mean?
I can't stand Tepper, but I love Dan Morgan, what he's doing with this team. Slowly but surely, but that's much. Oh man.
We'll see what happens. That's all we can do,
Yep.
So wait and see for everybody. The first game's coming
next
up.
week.
All these teams are going to be flat because they didn't play their starters, except Kansas City because Andy Reid plays his starters in the preseason.
Yeah, I mean, the Bears played a fair amount, but there's some guys that didn't play at all, like Tooney.
Right.
I mean, but
Ben Johnson has to get acquainted with his team. Some coaches, they already know what they have. Yeah. I'm sure Dan Campbell didn't play any of the starters in the preseason, and Mike Tomlin didn't play Aaron Rodgers.
Seldomly.
So
Campbell did seldomly.
Aaron Rodgers didn't even play himself in the preseason.
I mean, look, you don't want to run Aaron Rodgers out in the preseason. He might break himself.
I'm sorry?
He might break if you put him out there in the preseason. You got to try to save him.
Yeah.
Hey, he took the Jericho, leave him alone.
He likes Mike Tomlin like every other player likes Mike Tomlin,
He already broke Danica Patrick. How's he going to break himself in preseason?
We'll see. You're exactly correct.
Hey, Jamie, would you say Danica Patrick was the man in that relationship?
Yes, 100%. Because I heard she asked Aaron Rodgers, "Hey, you want to try butt stuff?" He bent over.
Man, that's a weird dream that you had, JB.
No, that's why she left him. She said it in an interview.
Oh man, we have so much fun on these shows.
We do.
Oh
It's
yeah.
I'm just thankful I have a platform to go to on Wednesday and Friday.
So the hooker jerseys are going to sell at on which road that has all the hookers there, Will, because they'll be proud to wear the name on their back again.
Oh God, what road would it be? Probably Providence Road.
Every truck stop in Carolina now, all the lot lizards will wear head and hooker jerseys.
Now I want to know: does that count as probable cause if they're wearing the jersey?
No, they're just supporting
it's free
fellow
advertising.
Yeah, they're supporting a fellow hooker.
I'm a hooker. He's a
They're
hooker.
supporting one of their hookers. They're like,
Ken?
one of us made it. One of us
Ken
made
Catalone. It's inventive marketing.
I'm a hooker. You're a hooker. She's a hooker. She's a hooker. You could try to be a hooker too. Dr. Pepper, get it? Like the Dr. Pepper commercials.
God,
Yes.
we're so canceled. No,
we're not.
Nope.
We're not,
How
but
many
JB
viewers
is.
we got, JB?
We went from
Hey, you can have a name like Jeremy would say, Hendon Hooker. You can have that name. You know, how'd you like to have that name, Hendon Hooker? Or I'll tell you a good story. Everybody remember the running back for the Cleveland Browns, Benjamin Gay? Okay. I'm gonna tell you a story about this. The late Myron Cope, who was one of our color analyst forever in 6 years with the Steelers. Oh, he tore him apart. He said, "There goes the Bengay, and he's not laying no pain." And I'm like, so. He ate him alive on there. Bengay, yeah.
Ralph, wasn't there a quarterback for the Steelers, Dick Shiner?
Yeah. Yeah, there was.
That's freaking great.
Did he take hikes from his knees?
I guess.
I
my
heard Caleb
gosh.
Williams is trying to change his
Just saying.
Vogel, once
name
again.
to Dick Shiner.
And off the rails we go. And off the rails we go, because that's what we do here. That's why my channel is 18 and up. That's exactly why.
Oh, see here, JB, I thought it was just because you and I got on a same show together.
That too, because we got to be able to do the truffle shuffle for our little bet.
You guys better make that bet this year, please.
Oh, we already made that.
Week 1.
Yep.
And whoever loses has to use a profile pic and do the truffle shuffle on the Wednesday show following.
Yep.
Those of you out there who are wondering why I now wear a patch on my eye, my cataracts in my right eye are horrible.
Ooh, I'm sorry about that.
I have to wear this patch now. And I want to say I have some kind of good news and bad news today. I went to my orthopedic surgeon to get my cortisone shot. Well, it turns out that this orthopedic surgeon down here says I don't need cortisone shots anymore. I need surgery. Being that I've lost a considerable amount of weight and kept my A1C where it needed to be, surgery's in the cards. I will be meeting with a surgeon on September 23rd I'm getting both of my shoulders replaced. And also I have to meet with a doctor on Friday to get my knees replaced as well. So that's coming up. So
We love you, Ralph.
And I'll be getting cataract surgery up in Pittsburgh. I'll know Friday what date and time and all that stuff. I have to drive back to Pittsburgh to get this done. So
that's a far drive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about from where I live here. It's about 6 hours. You used to be able to do it in 5, but the Maryland State Police are everywhere. And you get on the turnpike. Here's the best one. You get on a PA turnpike and you got all these tractor trailers all over the place. And you can't make no hay. So you know what? I just go, I do 3 hours, stay at a hotel, and then do 3 more hours. I enjoy being somewhere else. It doesn't matter. See things you never see, So
yeah,
sleep in the truck stop or something in the
I
van.
actually won't be on the show in 2 Wednesdays. I'm actually going out of the country for a wedding.
Oh, well, enjoy yourself.
What country is going to allow you in there?
Not a lot.
No, but where are you going, buddy?
James, we're doing this.
Oh, nice.
Where?
Yeah, we lived in Germany as kids, so our family friends who are German, their dogs live in Portugal.
Well, enjoy that beer.
I will.
Enjoy
I
the
too will
German
be
beer.
gone. I too will be gone for week 2. I'll be on a Alaska cruise, looking at.
Oh
yeah,
yeah, you're going on that
Well,
cruise, Cat. Oh, enjoy that, man.
You hear that? He's ducking the Lions
I heard
game.
I heard of all the
Yeah,
cruises.
that's okay.
That's the best one. I heard
when he
that.
gets back, guess what?
What?
The truffle shuffle's on, Ken.
I've never. Well, it's my anniversary cruise, so you can say whatever you want. But I mean, I've never heard anyone.
While I have both Kens here, I want to thank you guys for letting me come on your program in the morning. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
I've actually wanted to hop on in the morning, but you probably want.
I was going to say you're welcome on there, Will.
I'll let you know, Will.
Make sure I send you the link. Just let me know what would work for you.
I've never heard anyone say anything bad about Alaska cruise ever. The only thing that's weird is we do a lot of cruising. This is the first cruise I've ever gone in my life where I have to bring cold weather gear and not swim trunks and sunglasses.
No, you'll be. Yeah, because of the time of year. If you'd have went a month ago, you'd have needed all that stuff.
So it's gonna be fun though. And Germany's a great place, Will. You're gonna love Germany.
Oh, I lived in Germany as a kid.
You live there, yeah.
Oh,
Go
shit.
buy
Let me tell you, I'd absolutely love to go, and especially to Sicily.
Yes.
Good food in Italy.
But I do want to say, at a half hour in, right when Ken popped in, we only had 54 people watching. And lo and behold, we're at 102 and rising.
Amazing what happens that people want to see this face.
Hey, look at that. Motown Mitch popped in.
Well, no,
What
because
up, though? Lions rule, Bears rule. Packers are lactose intolerant, and Vikings are actually.
What are you talking about? They wear cheese on their head. They're not lactose intolerant.
That's why they can't win past the divisional round. That's what he means.
So, JB,
what did you guys want again?
Hey. We're talking about lately. Shush.
Okay, what have you guys won lately? Either.
We went to the
NFC
championship game.
More than you.
Hey, remember you guys told Packers fans for years that doesn't count. Only a Super Bowl.
Jeremy.
Right, I understand, but you guys fought back saying it did.
Yeah.
Jeremy, play that song.
JB, they'll never live down their own logic. But
Here's the thing now, everybody, except in Philly, okay? Except in Philly with Jeffrey Lurie as the owner, all right? That's acceptable. The division playoffs or the championship game is acceptable now. Super Bowl's no longer there anymore. Nobody cares about the Super Bowl anymore. That's what these teams are. That's why a lot of them are mediocre, like the Steelers, because mediocre Mike doesn't care about going to the Super Bowl. He's just worried about 9-8, 10-7, get to the first round of the playoffs, get blown out by Kansas City or New England or somebody, and then move on. So
that is a really cool thing there. That his mom was from Italy. Easy for me to say. Before she got sick, and they used to visit his uncle there once a year. That's awesome. That's an awesome thing to have in your family memory.
Yes.
And there's a lot of
next
family
time
memories.
anybody goes to Italy, say hello to my friend Chef Boyardee.
I want to I
think you just made my grandfather roll over in his grave.
Hey, but wait. It's better than what Caleb would do. He'd go say hi to Chef Boy, are you gay?
So JB, guy whose team has never been to a Super Bowl. The other thing tonight is I told people on House that you weren't starting until 8:30, so that's why people maybe didn't show up until 8:30.
So I want to announce. Speaking of Germany, my brother does live there, and him and his wife are expecting a kid in the next maybe.
Well, congratulations on them.
So I'll be an uncle, and I won't be able to meet the kid until next year. But I can say finally I'm going to be an uncle.
There you go.
Well, you got to do all the cool uncle shit.
Oh, I am. When I go visit, I am.
Well, I was going to say you got to bring him a beer, but being in Germany, that surrounded him.
He is surrounded.
A lot of beer, but no comedy clubs in Germany.
I bet there's some.
Oh, I'm not going to make the joke.
I mean, there is. You ever seen Bayern Leverkusen? Hello.
Yeah.
Enjoy the Venus Schnitzel.
No. Hey, Ken, I follow Bundesliga. You mean RB Leipzig?
Yeah, no shit. You know what?
Please don't get Ken started on soccer, please. No.
Well, hey, just because my
Jeremy,
team, just
Hey,
because my
Jeremy, I
team
forgot,
rules
to,
the
I forgot to
Bundesliga.
let you know your favorite defensive coordinators with Ohio State now.
Yeah,
Oh, you
let
mean
them
you're
let
talking
them
about
rot
Fat
with him.
Patrasha? Fat Patrasha.
Yeah, that's what he calls them.
He's so bad.
Okay, let me just do
Yeah,
something.
Too
Fat
bad.
Patrasha.
The Browns have to do with Boob Quinn.
Well,
Yeah,
Pitt
boob.
gets to see one former Belichick employee, Bill O'Brien, with Boston College this year. So
We'll go with this one for a few minutes. There you go.
we don't get to see Bill Belichick.
Oh,
Sid,
No.
did you guys hear what might happen if the Bills win the Super Bowl?
the town will burn.
No, Sydney Sweeney. There was a thing on Facebook saying
no.
that it said that Sydney Sweeney said she would celebrate naked if the Bills win a Super Bowl. I think it was clickbait, though, wasn't it?
Oh, it's definitely got to be clickbait because
It
they're
is.
just trying to get for all the males in the country to root for Buffalo.
It's clickbait, and there's also been ones about every single team too. So
I know why Caleb looked so happy on draft day with that girlfriend with him. She whispered in his ear just before he said "Go Bears" that she bought a bigger strap on to peg him with.
Jeremy, that is so sassy.
And this one came with veins.
You know what, though? Look, I'm going to sit here because
For his pleasure.
Hold on, Vogel, you can't beat the Bears. You lost to them. Ken, you lost to them. JB, you're going to lose to them. Talk all the smack you want.
Oh,
I know.
Yes, he does.
It's a fact he's zesty, Caleb Williams.
All I have to say is I know Caleb's happy to be drafted by a team called the Bears, if you know what I mean.
Hey,
Once again, Vogel, you can't talk.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
I
Hey,
can
Or is that Madonna? I can't remember.
well, now you're banned from the
Insert,
show.
not just in Buffalo.
well, I
banned
guess
from the show.
Mattel
I've been with
is
JB
issuing
forever.
that new bobblehead, but they forgot the glitter.
Yep.
Oh, the
Week
pearl.
one.
Well, here, since it was a Caleb Williams bobblehead, I thought his mouth would be open.
With the
I know, like this.
You know what's funny? you know what's funny is when
Wait,
he
what
wins
did-
Super Bowl before Detroit does. I'm just gonna be laughing my head.
Wait, JB, can you play with the loop music?
No.
I haven't done it forever. Come on.
Oh, you mean do it like this?
Just hey JB, just a friendly reminder before you hit that mark, which you might already have done.
Yeah, I love that.
Don't go
Dude,
full mark.
Ken,
Ken.
that's awesome.
No, I didn't do that yet. I could go there, but I didn't say he's a bust, did I?
Not yet. Well, here,
Hey,
since
Vogel,
John Dorn's not around, he's a
Wait.
huge plus.
I'm getting word. I'm getting word that we have an award for Vogel, and here to present it.
I love it.
Have I missed anyone? Oh wait. Yeah, Ken, yours is actually kind of cool though. This is the new motto in Green Bay this year.
Robbie DeFeo. The man
Moment of the night, Robbie DeFeo.
For
God.
for the Steelers, because they're having so many issues with their quarterback room, the head coaching, flirting with some other stuff. This is theirs for tonight.
He's just mad that the Steelers are going to go into town and have Aaron Rodgers own them again.
Letting other people's dogs in Pittsburgh, you know.
We had Russell Wilson last year and Justin Fields. We let Fields walk, and Russell Wilson's gone too. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that was intelligent, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Let two quarterbacks with I mean, Russell Wilson was 500, and that was the Steelers' fault because, in case a lot of people don't know, he was forced to pull a sled at training camp practices. And the conditioning coach who made him do that has been fired because he should have never had him doing that.
Well, instead of being fired, they should have Nancy
a defensive tackle sled that the defensive tackles usually pull or whatever. So he's been fired. But Russell Wilson was out for 6 games, and it was nice. Justin Fields did what he had to do, but we'll see what he does with the Jets this year.
Russell Wilson doesn't feel too bad. He gets to go home to Sierra, so.
Yeah,
he's with the Giants now. We'll see what he does there. They got Jackson Dart. They got Jameson Winston. So,
Hey, Ken, question in Buffalo, though. If that Buffalo story is not clickbait, I mean, does that mean the leftists in New York State will boycott?
Yeah, we just learned that everybody that happens to be a Democrat now hates the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, I know. I'm interested to see what the new stadium's going to look like when it's done up there, or whatever. So
looks good. That's what we've seen so far.
It's about time because they kept fixing and patching and so. But I got to give Tony Khan's family a lot of credit. The Khan family, at least they're paying for Jacksonville Stadium, some of it,
Just in time for them to move to London.
That could happen. If you guys ever get the chance, go to Sports Authority Field at Mile High. I've been there because my grandparents live out there.
Yeah,
one of the coolest stadiums ever.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay. I've been there. Nice stadium, though.
All right. It's been fun, guys, but I got some things to do, so I'll see y'all later.
Don't forget to watch Ken on Ken and Ken in the morning. 11 a.m. Eastern.
With this guy all the way off in the corner. We might bust each other's balls, but hell, we make a hell of a tandem.
You do.
What's the difference between Mason and Karen? 20 years.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
You too.
Have a good night, Ken. Go on and get out of here, meow.
See ya, Ken.
I got it without the.
Now he's going to pop back in.
But that's okay. Yep, you said that. We got it again. I love it. Everyone says Washington Stadium is the worst. No, it's Cleveland Brown Stadium because they didn't build a new one when they went back there. They're finally building one now.
They rebuilt or built them a new stadium when they came back in '99.
Oh, they just made it exactly the same. That's all.
I mean, Redskins Stadium. I mean, I enjoyed it when I was there last year. I didn't enjoy the outcome of the game, but it was a nice stadium, and they had a great USO section pregame for veterans, which was top notch.
Yeah. Now that I live near Baltimore, I think I'm going to check out a Ravens Steeler game. I'll just show up there in plain clothes.
Hey, make sure you hire yourself security, get you to and from the game in Baltimore. That's all I'm saying.
But that's okay. My vehicle will have Maryland plates on it by that time. So you know what? There we go.
Ralph, if you do that, don't wear stripes.
I'm not wearing any. I will not be wearing stripes. I'll be in just plain clothes. They won't even know what kind of fan I am, and I'm just going to sit there and watch the game and not make any motions or anything.
I'm just saying that because of the last game that they had, the Ravens got screwed by the refs.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, that's terrible. The officials. I don't want to go to with NFL officials. It's terrible. It's the worst.
Hey guys, you know what starts next week, and Jamie's going to experience it for the first time, or maybe first time. Pick'ems are back.
Yes, next week on Wednesday we are doing the pick'ems after we go over the 3 or 4 pieces of news that I do.
Nope. Oh, come on, man. Who doesn't like this?
No, that's okay, but we've won there so much lately they gave us stock.
North.
Yeah,
I mean, every team owns it except for Green Bay in the North.
Yeah, Minnesota beat them there. Chicago beat them there. Lions beat them there.
Isn't it ironic? They always say no man. There was a song that said no man on the Minnesota Vikings. Why did it exclude the cheerleaders then? No man on the Minnesota Vikings.
Right. You did see that they hired their third cheerleader, didn't you?
Was it Tim Waltz?
Michelle Obama.
No, Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama. First no handicap, no fraud dollars. Boss. Michelle Obama.
Yes, sir. I love doing it. We sit there and I go around and I give everybody in the chat a chance to give their answer too for each week. I put up a sheet and we go through it one game at a time. We give our opinions, right or wrong. And, you know, a lot of us did actually really good last year. I think every single person on the show was above 55%. Compared to NFL Network, that's better than most of their hosts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep track this year.
You should.
That's because we don't make the big money, JB. We actually care.
I know, because we're trying to make big money by doing it one show at a time.
Shoot, I don't care about the big money. I'm just happy to do this in retirement.
I
hang
know.
out with you guys every day.
That's what everybody doesn't realize. They said, "Are you paid for this yet?" I was like, "No, it actually costs me money monthly."
Yeah.
That's what there said. I do it because I love the sport. I love the game. I love everything about it, and I love my team.
Yep.
Exactly.
And I think it's about time we call it, boys, because it really hasn't gone up a lot since the last increase.
No.
So around the room, Keegan, will we see you here next week for week 1 pick'em?
You'll see me here on Friday and next week.
Okay, good. Will.
Yep, I'll be here for both.
Shout out your channel, young man.
WVogs18, I do comics. I'm not really doing sports cards anymore. I used to, but I do comic books. But I hop here on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then occasionally I hop on at noon with JB, which I'm thankful for. And yeah, I've been riding with JB for a while now, and don't want to stop now.
Amen. All right, Ken, the other half of Ken and Ken in the Morning, occasionally joined by Timu Joe Rogan.
Timu Joe Rogan. You can catch me at Ken the Bear Fan on X, of course, for Ken and Ken, and this show with JB, and then talk Tuesday night, the Driving to the Top Productions open mic, and then, of course, House Hall twice a week. I'm going to close out differently tonight than I normally do. As Nicholas would say, I love you all.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, brother. All right, Ralph, shout out your channel and give a good farewell for yourself, and then we'll let Jamie do his 18-minute exit.
So true.
All right, RW Media Productions, as you see the hat that I'm wearing, you can catch me on YouTube, Ralph Williams, RW Media. Please subscribe. I need 5 more subscribers to get to 2,300. So please, 5 more people I need. Call your friend, call your cousin, call somebody, get me 5 more so I can get the 2,300 quickly here. Also, I'm on Twitter X. If you'd like to follow me, I appreciate you if you would do that as well. And also, I'm on Facebook and LinkedIn and Tumblr. And I'm also on the Kick Network now. All my shows are on there and on Twitch as well. And I have 2 radio shows on 1250 a.m. The Answer on Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The Ralph Williams, Tony Moreno show. We talk basic Pittsburgh politics and things like that. And then on at 2 p.m., the Sports Corner radio show with me, Ralph Williams, Smoking Jim Frazier, Claudia Rosano, and Luther Dupree. And we have some guests on at times, but this week we're going to talk about the Steeler roster and a whole lot more. So 1250 a.m. The Answer, 92.5 on the FM dial in Western Pennsylvania, and online at 1250theanswerpgh.com, and on Google, punch up 1250 The Answer Pittsburgh. Scroll down to Radio Stations USA, push the arrow where it says 1250 The Answer, and you can listen in as well. So thank you. And thank you, Ken and Ken. I'll be on your show maybe Friday. We'll see. I will let you guys know. And whenever anyone needs me on their shows, just look me up. So I'm always on all different kind of shows next Tuesday. 7:30 p.m. I'm on with the Sports Nuts. So I just want to let everyone know that. So, I'll be on with them. So
here's what I'm going to do.
have yourselves a great night. Thank you.
Thank you, Ralph. Motown, I'm going to address your question before we let Jamie do his, because I might not get to your question. How do we do pick'ems around here? And yes, the viewers are involved. What I will do is post the picture of the weekly pick'ems in a community post on the YouTube channel. That way you have your own list. You can write them down, and then you can put them in the chat. I do not track my viewers' pick'ems, but you're more than welcome to track them yourself by just putting them in the comments of that community post, and that'll keep track of how you're doing. And it's straight up, no points. It's just straight up pick who's going to win or who's going to lose.
Yep.
And maybe if everybody does that in the comments, we might run a little contest for the season. Like whoever has the most wins at the end of the season.
I'll throw in maybe a $25 gift card.
Oh, yeah, I'll tell you what. You work for Lowe's, where Hooker hangs out.
Stop it! He goes to Home Depot instead, that asshole. No, kidding. We're the sponsor of the NFL, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that would be great. I would love that. He goes, I'm winning, LOL.
Well, JB, you and I will talk.
Yeah, we'll talk after the show. But Jamie, go ahead and tell everybody how they can find you, good sir.
Thank you very much, Kai and Jeremy. That was awesome. You guys can follow me, yours truly, at Bill's Chat 1, at Bill's Mafia Chat, and also at Jamie Malloy, the unbiased journalist, at DJ Dog Tags, which you can see right there. You guys also can catch me every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. on Driving to the Top Productions, where me and Joe Dalio just started last night the season 3 premiere of the Buffalo Sports Conversation Room. So for guys who missed it, you can catch the last episode on YouTube, wherever you get your podcast. And then for newer viewers, you can start tuning in next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. And then also at 9 o'clock p.m., I stay on Driving to the Top Productions, where Ken, the Bears fan, and the Driving to the Top crew do open sports mic. And then every Wednesday night, you can catch me here with Jeremy B and the gang on Huddle Sports Network for NFL Roundtable Talks. Next week, we're going to start the NFL Pick'ems. Obviously, this will be my first time doing it on here. Can't wait for that. You can catch us here on Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, YouTube, Facebook, or wherever you get your podcast. Thank you guys very much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, ring the bell for notifications. As I said, also catch us Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick. Thank you guys for listening. And for Jeremy B and the rest of the Huddle Sports Network crew, I'm Jamie Malloy. This has been another Wednesday night episode of NFL Roundtable Talks. Good night, everybody.
And as always, I am going to say what I always say. Try every day to be a better person than what you were the day before, because that's the only way to make the world a better place. It starts right here. Much love to everybody in the chat and everybody watching across all the networks. Make sure you hit that like button, people, because that's one. And always, unless you're talking to your right hand basement. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, yo, it's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info sweet. The Daily Huddle Podcast, noon to 1. CST Zone, we're just having fun. Toss your doubts, we bring the facts. Tune into the Huddle.